They have a verdict.
Defendant's present, defense counsel's present, state's present. Let's bring the jury.
All right.
They have a verdict.
All right, very good. Welcome back, members of the jury. It's my understanding you've reached a verdict and the foreperson hand the verdict form to the bailiff.
Sorry for the bad sound. Let me see.
Okay, very good. Madam Clerk, please publish the verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 13th Judicial Circuit of the State of Florida, in and for Hillsborough County Criminal Justice Division, State of Florida versus Alicia Andrews, case number 24 CF 11996, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1, the defendant is guilty of manslaughter, a lesser included offense. We,
Manslaughter.
the jury, find as follows as to count 2, the defendant is not guilty. So say we all, dated this 31st
Only
day of
manslaughter.
October 2025, signed
That's a
foreperson of the
weird
jury.
fucking
All right,
verdict.
thank you very much. Have a seat. Does either side wish me to poll the jury?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you, each of you, this is your true and correct verdict. I'm going to call you by your initials and your jury number, and I just need you to respond yes or no, okay? All right, juror number 5, initials DC. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 13, initials LM. Is this your true and correct verdict? Juror number 14, initials SC. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 21, initials EM. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 23, initials CJ. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 41, initials AM. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 42, initials LL. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 45, initials JO. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 58, initials SH. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 61, initials SM. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 62, initials PB. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 71, initials MG. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good. I have one final set of very brief formal instructions and then something a little less formal to say to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. Although you are at liberty to speak with anyone about your deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak to anyone. A request to discuss either your verdict or your deliberations may come from those who are simply curious, from the media, from the attorneys, or elsewhere. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror. On behalf of everyone, we are indebted to you. We are so grateful that you all agreed to serve as jurors. I would never tell anyone we have a perfect legal system. We do not have a perfect criminal justice system. But in my humble opinion, we have the best in the history of the world because, as you can see, we have citizens like yourselves. You come from all different backgrounds, experiences, and you come together and you decide these very difficult cases. We've asked a lot of you over the past 2 weeks. You all have never complained. You've worked diligently. And on just behalf of everyone involved, you all should really go home tonight and feel good about yourselves as citizens and the important public service that you provided on behalf of everybody. The good news is your jury service is now done, so you all are free to go. You're free to talk to anybody you want to about the case. You're free to not speak about this case at all again to anybody, and that will be left up completely to you. All right? Safe travels wherever you're headed. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
Very good. You guys can have a seat. So, you all want a PSI prepared?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to set off sentencing. Let's see here. I think it normally takes about 30 days for a PSI. Would that be accurate?
Yes, Judge, I do believe so.
Okay. So. I could do it a couple days before Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys want to or are available. The next week I'm scheduled to be in a murder trial, but I could specially set this that Monday morning, December 1st. December 8th, I can make it work. So, Mr. McClement, you tell me what works best for you. I'll start with you.
December 8th works.
Okay, very good.
Judge, I actually have a jury trial, but what time would you do it on the 8th?
Well, I can work around your schedule.
It's a death penalty case, and it starts the week of the 1st.
Who's it gonna?
Judge Houston.
Okay.
So if we do it early in the morning, I'm
Sure.
sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he would accommodate us, so I can just start 8:30? Does
Yes,
that work for you, Ms. McClement?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So we will set sentencing, Ms. Andrews, for December 8th at 8:30 in the morning. And the PSI return, the PSI needs to be prepared, and it needs to be returned by December 3rd. And do you notify?
Yes.
Okay, and Ms. Andrews will remain in custody, no bond, until her sentencing on December 8th. Okay, thank you all. We're concluded.
Court adjourned.
Does the jury instructions have the statute for manslaughter? Do you know?
Um,
Second.
Yeah. The clerk's just asking me what the statute number is for manslaughter. I can look it up real quick. Hold on.
Is it a
Well, I can say like this. Manslaughter in Florida has maximum is 15 years. 15 years. Now, in some states, there's a first-time offender rebate. In Florida, manslaughter is an exception. So there's no rebate. So max is 15 years. I don't know the most common sentences. I don't know. But this is under the judge discretion about sentencing. If I would give a wild guess, 10. That's my wild guess. That still puts her in the upper median. But who knows? I mean, to me, it's been clear that the judge has been favoring the prosecution in this trial. But I would assume, even with that, and the fact that this was the absolute lessest of the things, manslaughter, I believe that conspiracy to commit murder is similar, but I think it has a slightly higher max. So this was out of all the things you could be convicted of, only manslaughter is as low as they could go, which makes me believe this is clearly for the jury. We have to convict her of something. So yeah, my wild guess would be 10 years. She was facing life without parole. She might get 10. Do I believe the evidence was enough? No. Will they appeal? Of course they will. There's always appeal. There's nothing to lose for her by doing an appeal. Nothing. Yes, Gwendolyn serves 85%. So what's that? 8.5 years. Mine is the 1.5 years in jail, which makes it 6 years. Roughly. So, yeah, conspiracy is up to life in Florida. She was only guilty of... Thank you, Loza. This is why I love one of the best things about streaming this. There's always somebody in chat that knows. Thank you, Loza. Conspiracy is up to life in Florida. Yeah, because it was conspiracy to murder 1. So it's up to life. But she only manslaughter, the absolute lessest they could convict her of. So a maximum 15 years. My guess is 10, 85%, 8.5 years. She's been in jail since June 2024. So it's a year and, 4 months? 5 months, almost. But on sentencing, it is 1 year and 5 months, which makes it 6 years and a month. And I've said this. I would not have been surprised if the jury would have found her guilty of murder 1. I would not have been surprised, simply because I've seen worse. I've seen much worse cases get convictions of murder. So out of all the bad things that could happen to her, manslaughter was the lessest bad. But personally, I'm not guilty on this. Not because I don't believe she was involved, because I do believe she was involved in some way, shape, or form. I just can't get to beyond reasonable doubt. I just can't. I needed that one thing amongst the other co-defendants, a slip of the tongue, anything that says we have to discuss it with her. Is she in on it? Anything from the other co-defendants that implicated her. And it simply wasn't. Now, do they themselves implicate each other? Yeah. Yeah. So why didn't they mention her? But out of all the bad things that could happen, this is the lessest bad. So, my guess, now we will see by Thanksgiving what sentence she will get. Will I cover it? Yeah. Folks, gavel to gavel. That's my thing. Gavel to gavel. Speaking of gavel to gavel, the other trial I started 2 weeks ago. Tomorrow, I will stream the closing arguments and what happened. It was the